At 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, the pandemic-era immigration restriction known as Title 42 came to an end. The run-up to the lifting of that policy that allowed the United States to quickly expel migrants at the border due to health concerns led to thousands of people from other countries gathering along the Mexico border with the hopes of seeking asylum. Homeland Security officials anticipated 10,000 migrants per day will try to cross into the United States after the lifting of Title 42. But according to the New York Times, on Tuesday, border officials apprehended more than 11,000 migrants who had crossed illegally, according to internal data, an increase over the 7,000 to 8,000 crossings a day last week. Now, communities along the border are trying their best to handle the influx of migrants. Joining me now, Mayor of Laredo, Texas, Dr. Victor Trevino. Mayor Trevino, thank you very much for coming to the Saturday show. You declared a state of emergency last week due to the large number of migrants being processed and entering your city. A couple days in from the end of Title 42, how are you handling the increased number of migrants now in your city?
Yes, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for having me. And as you know, I issued this emergency declaration on April the 30th, and in preparation for the surge, as a doctor, I'm a big believer in prevention. And this allowed our city to set up coordination and temporary infrastructure shelters and a range of contingencies. Now, right now, we're been receiving a steady stream of migrants. However, it has been manageable up to now. And I've been in constant communication with Border Patrol and mayors from border towns, border cities, to get updates as well.
You know, if you look at the morning papers today, particularly the New York Times or the Washington Post, the stories say that the chaos that was expected at the border at the end of Title 42 hasn't materialized, or at least hasn't materialized yet. As the mayor of Laredo, Texas, do you share that assessment? It's not chaotic. There are thousands of people, but it's not chaotic.
Yeah, these are historic challenges. We've never seen this before. But we anticipate as days go by, the amount of people that we will be able to have to handle will be increasing. Not everybody comes at the same time. That's a thing we're looking at.
Right. That's actually an excellent point. So as you say, the numbers are expected to increase as days go along. Do you have enough shelters in your city to house migrants who are arriving?
We only have NGOs that can take about 1,500 people, but we're setting up city contingencies and other places like park and rides, rec centers that would be able to assist. But these are local resources, and we're not set up to handle that amount of migrants.
So this week, a Florida judge blocked the Biden administration's migrant parole policy, which would have allowed the release of certain migrants into the country. How will this ruling affect your city, affect Laredo?
Yes, TRO has slowed down the system somewhat because now they have to wait for a court date. So that will slow down the system a little bit. And now also the weather systems that are coming up, that also has some influence in it.
So then, if I remember right, you said that Laredo can only shelter 1,000 migrants. So I'm wondering, what resources do you think you need from the federal government right now to help you with the migrant situation in your city?
Well, one of the major things is that we're limited in medical resources also, besides shelters and ability to house them. We don't have a pediatric intensive care unit, and our hospital systems we're medically underserved. So we saw this during the pandemic, and now with this surge, it's very concerning that we'll be overwhelmed, especially for children that need to be treated after the long journey. This is something that's a humanitarian situation at this point.
And Mr. Mayor, what's your message to Congress? Because, you know, there's only so much the administration can do, actually any administration can do when it comes to a surge of migrants at the border. Shouldn't Congress get involved in doing, say, comprehensive immigration reform to help this situation?
Yes, that's correct. I hope this is not a new normal that we're looking at. And we needed to have done this reform many years prior to avoid the situation. Now that we're seeing it here with all the migrants, we need to understand that this is not a Democrat or Republican problem. It's an American problem that affects everybody.